Okay, guys and girls, welcome back to FTRL. We are here once again for the Division 2 side of our Formula 1 Championship. Live tonight from the Hungary ring in Budapest of Hungary. It is, as always, myself and my little baby calf. It's FTRL Panda. Good evening, mate.
Good evening. I'm happy to see that your intros have got so much nicer.
Yeah. I mean, a baby calf. Everyone likes a baby calf.
Yeah.
It's hard to not like a baby calf. So, yeah. Anyway, right. Hungary ring. We're actually on time tonight. We're in for the full qualifying, so that means we've got to talk even more, Will.
God.
Yeah, I know. Nightmare. People, calls for Cuban Pete is already happening. We need to calm this down a touch.
It's always Max.
It's always Max. Max loves a bit of Cuban Pete. The chat tonight has decided to go purple, so it's going to be quite hard for me to see who's. It's random colours.
We are not in control of that.
I'm going to be honest with you. Just deal with it, everyone. That's just the way it is. Time to let Cuban Pete out of his cage. Cuban Pete will appear tonight. We've got plenty of other things. We've got a very short interview with Pagani lined up. It's all happening. Right, Will. 17 drivers on the grid this evening. We're at round number 9, I believe it is. I think I might have said 10 in the intro. I'm not sure. But it's round number 9 of the championship. So at the end of this race, we are well into the final third of the championship. So, thoughts on the Hungary ring, mate?
I like it as a track. I think it's a lot of fun to drive. I think the penalties this year are harsh around this track.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I learned.
It's a little bit much, isn't it? Well, it's a very... Well, to put it bluntly, Hungary is probably the... although it's not everyone's favourite track, it has probably been the best racetrack for FTRL over the years that we've been going. I think it's hard to say otherwise. We've had some... I mean, Baku's a very close second, but it's definitely been good to us over the years. So, 17 drivers on the grid tonight. We've got a couple missing due to various absences. Max probably just couldn't be bothered. So, no, Max is here actually. I apologise, Max. I'll take that back. I saw him in the chat. So, no, we've got 17 here. So, but no, the man we're currently on board with, FTRL Pagani, he's still the championship leader, Will.
He's steaming away with it.
I mean, I don't get how, and I don't get why, but he seems to have become fairly competent again. That's about as much as I can say. Thoughts on where this has come from?
I can't tell you. I have no idea.
No. I mean,
I don't know.
The likes of T. Smith being crap help. But no. Let's he's doing extremely well. We'll bring up the division table in just a moment. All jokes aside, Pagani's doing very, very well. It's nice to see him back where he belongs.
Beautiful.
Yeah, he's doing a good at the moment. But yeah, we're going to stay on board with him as he's on for his first flying lap of the session. Now, with it being quite a short lap, Will, I think last night we saw it was a very, very low 1 minute 13 got pole position. I can't imagine that anyone's going to threaten that too much tonight. But have you got any ideas what you expect pole position to be this evening?
I imagine it will be one driver will sneak into the 13s, and I think that'll probably be enough for pole.
Yeah,
At the very least, it'll be enough for front row.
Yeah. I mean, on average, some of the quickest guys in FTRL were doing 13.4s, 13.5s last night.
Yeah.
Like you said, if anybody gets into 13s, I think you can almost guarantee them to be on the front row. Hammer time since the first classified time 1:14.9. That's not the quickest time. He'll certainly be looking to improve. Pagani's coming around the final corner, and he's going to cross. I think this is probably going to be provisional pole. He's done a 14.5, so he's put himself 4 tenths clear of hammer time as it stands. So it's a pretty good starter lap for Pagani. T. Smith has put himself second with a 14.7. Now, he did go very well around here in the pre-season race for performance, actually. And he did then spin coming out the final corner using the Astra on the left-hand side. And that's something to watch out for tonight. He's not the most confident around here, Tom. I think he's got the odd good lap in him, but whether he can do that over the course of a race remains to be seen.
Yeah, it is a very technical track, this one, to be fair. There's a lot of traction zones or little curbs and things you can lose it on. It's a tricky little track.
Yeah. I'm just on board with Megatron as he's coming around the final corner to complete his first lap. Doesn't look like it's going to be the quickest. I'm going to go for a 14.8. Yeah. What a guess. What a guess. I look so competent. But yeah, right, Will, we'll find somebody that's about to start a lap. I think AJ's about to finish one. Where's Max? I think we'll wait for the next sort of run of drivers to come out, and then I'll go and you can take us on board, not necessarily through the entire lap, just point out the more key parts of the circuit, because there's a lot to watch out for tonight. I imagine we're going to see quite a few FTRL trains.
It's one of those tracks that just develop a train. Yeah, there's only really one overtaking spot, maybe two at a push.
Yeah. Well, one thing I've never understood about Lee is Lee always leaves his car in hot lap when he's on an out lap.
Interesting.
He does do this. I've noticed this a few times.
Yeah, I mean, I think you don't run out of ERS, so it's not the biggest issue in the world. But...
No, but I'm sure the more battery you've got, the more power it deploys. The lower, if it's really low, it goes a little bit. Oh, there you go. He's turned it down now.
Size
I think
wheel.
he's heard us. Sai has no wheel. Oh no, is it gone?
I mean, he's on track.
That's not great for Sai. I mean, he does have a backup. Right, Will, go on board with Lee and help point out some of the key parts to the circuit for everybody that's watching this evening.
Okay. So coming around to start the lap, again, outside of that corner, easy to lose it and end up in the opposite wall. I think you did that last night.
Yep.
Maybe not in the wall, but you lost it there.
Yeah.
Swinging into turn one, this is the main overtaking spot. Send it around the inside or the outside. Plenty of room either way. Heading down, you get another bit of DRS here, so you can try it into this corner, but usually it doesn't end too well. Swinging it down to another straight. Even though this one technically is a straight, I mean, you can see you can't really overtake when you get to the end of it, because there's this corner, probably the trickiest on the track. Very easy to lose it, very easy to get penalties for a Goy curb. Get a wheel on the inside there and that'll spin you right around. Into the chicane, again, you don't want to be too eager on the traction coming out of that final part of the chicane, so that'll spin you around as well. Going into the twisty bit in sector 2. No overtaking can be done there, you just got to follow each other around. Here's another little tricky corner in terms of penalties. Go too wide there and that'll give you one. Into sector 3, probably the simplest part of the track really. You can't really get too many penalties, you can even cut the inside there really. Here's crucial, if you want to get the overtake done, you have to set yourself up nicely through this corner, exactly as Lee's not done there. Again here, if you're trying to go for overtake, you tend to brake a little bit earlier and run yourself right up to the back of the next car coming down straight, and that's a 16.2 from Lee.
Okay.
So there will be main bits of the track.
Perfect, nicely done, nicely done. Yeah, I think if we go on board with, we have got a newbie actually. We'll have a chat about him very soon. Possibly one of the nicest men I've ever spoken to in my life. But we can go on board with Hammer Time. So yeah, like you said, Will, at the end of the first sector, this kind of uphill left kink is probably the most crucial part of the track. You can cut it if you want to, but with it being a little bit kind of unbalanced, it can so easily throw you off, especially if you're on no traction. It's very, very easy to lose it there. There's quite a few places you can lose traction around here, with it being so technical, like you mentioned earlier on. And all of these little chicanes or hairpins or wherever it is, if you run ever so slightly wide coming out of them, even if you've got two wheels still on the track, the game does penalise you. So that can be a bit of a ball ache at times. But Hammer Time, he's currently 6/10 up on his time. Not had the best penultimate corner, it must be said. But I think he might trouble Pagani here. He's not had the best final corner either. He might have bottled this. So I know he has. He's got himself a 14.3. He did lose a little bit of time in that final sector. So the lap times are certainly coming down.
He's a bit of a Hungary specialist, is Hammer Time.
Yeah,
I remember
hungry Hammer
races.
Time.
Yeah. I remember winning a couple of races around here actually, maybe in performance in the past. I don't know if he sneaked a Div 2 win round here, but he's definitely been strong round here.
Yeah, he does enjoy this track. I know him very well, and I know him how much he enjoys this track. I've got Grandad Bob's in the chat. Good evening, Grandad Bob. Hope
Good
you're
evening,
okay,
Aaron's
mate.
Grandad.
You can call him Grandad Bob. I think you've earned that. You've earned that by now. Everyone else calls him Grandad Bob. So, but we've What's up?
T. Smith's gone pole.
What? Must be a glitch. Game's fucking broken, Will. T Smith on. That's just not right, is it? We're going to go live to Pagani actually. I know he's on a lap, but he sent us a video for if ever a T Smith ends up getting pole or provisional pole. He told me to send his live reaction to said pole position. So if you can all just feast your eyes to the right hand side of your screen, this is a live reaction from Pagani for T Smith sitting on provisional pole. Yeah, he's just as confused as everybody else. He's shocked. He's gobsmacked. I'm not sure what's happened there, T Smith. I think even Tom's missus will be sat in his bedroom going, "What have you just done? Like, where has that come from?" But right, I definitely think somebody's going to get into the 13s here. I think pole might be about a 13.8, 13.9. I worry.
We're already pretty close, aren't we?
Yeah, maybe we're underestimating a few of these guys. Right, let's talk about D Sacred. So this gentleman here is, I don't think he's ever done league racing before, but potentially even a nicer person even than you and Mike will.
No.
Literally, yeah, honestly, he's just one of the nicest people I've ever spoken to ever. So he was properly excited. He's joined pretty much everything in FTRL as well, and tonight he makes his debut. So in the Williams, he's missed the. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, right. That's happened. Yeah, so he was coming around the final corner, decided he missed the pits, put it into reverse, and AJ drove into the back of him. And they've like, yeah, that's what's happened there.
Oh no. Oh.
Yeah, that probably isn't the best situation in the world.
That's a Div 2 thing.
That is a Div 2 thing. So I can only, if that happened in a race, I would probably cry.
Yeah.
Right, we can't. Right, I need to distract myself here. Right, okay. So Division 2 standings, Will. Let's have a look at them. You've got them as well because I sent them to you.
I do, yes.
There we go. So what we've done there is smashed it.
Right. The intro today, we're on time. It's going well.
I know, it's amazing. Right, I've made it super big because I know your eyes are shit, Grandad. So I've put it on the screen for everybody to see. And just for those that don't actually believe it's true, Pagani is still winning the championship. Now, interesting fact for you, Will. Pagani has finished on the podium in the last 5 races. So he is a man in form.
No. Last time Lee said that on stream, you crashed into a wall.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because it's Pagani. But yeah, in P2, it is still Goy Cup. Like, much to our amazement, it is still Goy in second. And maybe it's time we start putting a little bit of respect on his name because we're still giving him crap, and he's done bloody amazing. 113 points. He's only 15 points off the top of the championship. If Pagani bottles it tonight, and stranger things have happened, and Goy comes like 6th or higher, Goy could take the provisional lead of the championship with 3 races left. So never say never in FTRL. We've got Megatron in P3. He's making a bit of a resurgence up through the field. He's got FTRL Blue Flag in P4, and then AJ rounds off the top 5 on 100 points. Now he's not going to be a happy bunny right now, AJ. But he's starting P9 as it stands. I imagine he might drop just outside the top 10, and it might put him on a more straightforward 1-stop. So it might not be the worst thing in the world, but nevertheless, it's probably not the best thing. But anybody from this that, obviously other than Goy, that you're expecting to have a bit of a late surge in the championship, not necessarily for the title, but anybody you're expecting to climb up a few positions?
I think Bread. I think Bread will go.
Bread?
Is that a good old Bread? Izetta did not start, and now Izetta did not finish. But when he does finish, he tends to get at least. He's got 111 points, but usually he gets 13, 14, quite often podium.
Yeah, sort of
So
in between the sort of third and sixth bracket, if you like,
Yeah.
somewhere around that sort of area. I imagine Hammer Time will, if he's able to make the last couple of races, I imagine he'll overtake maybe the two Ferraris, possibly break into the, top 6, 7 area. He's a
Yeah.
fast boy, but
T. Smith as well. I think he's making.
Nah.
I mean, he's on pole. Look at him.
nah, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
He's got 18, 14, 17 recent weeks.
Yeah, but he's
Fine.
well. Apparently Joe Burns is in the chat.
Huh?
Joe Burns is in the chat. So good evening, Joe Burns.
Hello, Joe.
It's a shame he's here, but better say hello, I suppose.
Probably go in about 30 seconds. Will be fine.
Yeah, he'll disappear in a minute. He'll get dug out by his missus. No, good evening, Joe. Nice to see you, mate. So we've got 2.5 minutes of qualifying. If anybody would like to make a prediction in the chat as to who they think is going to get pole, please do post your thoughts. I'm going to say, I think Pagani's going to pull a lap out of his backside.
I'm going with Hammer Time.
You're going with Hammer Time, okay? Anybody else?
Based on his previous love Hungary, if he gets out of the pits, of course. There we go, he's out. But yeah, I'm going to go with him.
Well, we're going to focus on what is the top 5. Brutus is certainly one to watch. I think it might be a bit out of reach for him tonight, but he's definitely got a lot of pace. He should be aiming for sort of top 4s and 5s every week now. Reading the FTRL version of Ted Kravitz's notebook. Yeah, I'll get Joe Burns to make them.
Yeah, he loves stuff like that.
We'll call it Joe Burns' scrapbook because there's no way he'll keep it all the paper nice. He'll get too angry and just scrunch it all up. Right, on board with Pagani as he comes down the start-finish straight to start his final lap. Revving that car out to the max. You want to try and brake as late as possible into turn 1. Hugged it inside apex and power out down out the corner. Wasn't the best exit from Pagani, but I imagine he'll still be up a bit on his time. He can definitely improve on this. Stay nice and tight. Wants to get the accelerator down as hard as he possibly can. Not been a worse first sector for Pagani. I imagine he's going to see himself 2 or 3 tenths up here. Just shy of a tenth. Ooh, he didn't invalidate, but he had a wobble. He needs to make the final part of this lap count. Yeah, he rode a little bit too much curb there. I don't think this is going to be it for Pagani. We might see him go up a couple of positions possibly, but let's see how he's looking at the end of this sector here. Yeah, he's still just shy of a tenth up. Yeah, I think that's lap over for Pagani. He might provisionally put himself ahead of Megatron, but I imagine Megatron will certainly challenge. Right, who's going to cross the line first? It's going to be Hammer Time, so we'll go on board with him. He is just invalidated, so cool.
Pagani's just slowed down. I don't know why.
Not too sure why. I'm going to stay on board with Megatron. We was all serenading Ross earlier on with some songs in our party chat. Oh, he's had a massive wobble. He's probably said
Asked him what he had for breakfast.
someone must have said a word that vaguely sounds like Ross. He's doing well. He's a tenth. He's just over to tenth and a half up. He's going to be close. Oh, he's run a little bit wide. He can cut more of that corner if he wants to. Now, he didn't have the strongest end to the lap on the last one. That was better. Yeah, much better ending to lap. I imagine it's going to be a provisional pole for Ross, is it? No, it's not. He doesn't even go above Hammer Time. So T. Smith, I mean, FTRL's corrupt, Will.
Yeah, there's no other explanation for that.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened, why it's happened.
All I can think he's paid Lee a substantial sum of money.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it deserves a Cuban Pete.
I don't get everyone wound up.
Yeah, we'll get everyone going, a bit of a Cuban Pete just to celebrate this monumental cock-up, I think we can only describe it as. Shouldn't really be happening, but sod it. Here's Cuban Pete for the room.
They call me Cuban Pete. I'm the king of the rumba beat. When I play the maracas, I go chick chicky boom, chick chicky boom.
There you go, Cuban Pete's here. Everybody's excited, but okay. So the top 4, pretty much. Well, to be fair, top 6, top 7, maybe. Kind of as you'd expect. Maybe not necessarily in complete order, but the division's definitely trying to take a bit more shape to it now, isn't it?
I think we should see a closer race than last week.
I hope so. I mean, with it being a much shorter lap, and I 100% think we're going to see at least one safety car tonight.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go with that. But okay, so T Smith takes pole from FTRL Hammer Time, sharing the front row for possibly the first time. Then we've got Megatron and Pagani, old foes that are bringing it through this season. We've got Bread and Brutus on row 3 with Goykarp and Oscar on P4. That's the danger row, that one. And we've got Blue Flag and Agent Panda rounded to the top 10. Junkie Sport, good result for him, starting P11. First of the free choice of tyres. AJ with that disappointing crash in quali. And we've got Nexus Cats and Leco on the 7th row. Sacred and Max on the 8th row. And Casey Bernard rounding off the grid in P17. So please all get your votes in the chat for your podium in order. And we shall revisit that at the end of the race. We're all going to put you on the spot in a minute, as always, to do the formation lap. But if you can please let us know who you think is going to be on the podium tonight, mate.
Hammer Time. Ross.
Yeah.
And Tom T Smith.
T Smith. You think T Smith's going to go 35 laps without crashing?
No, I think he'll crash, but I reckon he'll still get third.
No, I don't. No chance. Absolutely not. It's not happening. I'm going to go personally for a Megatron. No, I'm not. I'm going to go for a Pagani win. I'm going to go Hammer Time second, and I'm going to go Brutus P3. That's what I'm thinking tonight. But Will, as always, take us through your famous formation lap, my friend.
Here we go then. T Smith leading out with a pole. I imagine it's his first of the season. There's no way he's done that more than once. Completely fluke. If he doesn't crash, he'll be fine. But FTRL Hammer Time in second place. Loves a bit of Hungary at his Hammer Time. I'm sure he'll be fine. He's my tip for the win. So don't let me down. And also don't blame me if it goes wrong. Megatron in third. Very, very consistent driver. As long as someone doesn't ask him what he's had for tea, then he will be in the gravel. Pagani in fourth. Championship leader by a reasonable margin. If he just continues to finish top 4 for the rest of the season, he'll probably win championship, to be fair to him. So, just needs to keep the consistency. Bread in 5th. My favourite PSN gamer tag. Gamer tag, hang on, that's the wrong console. PSN. Go with a username. In 5th place, definitely my favourite anyway. He'll be going well, I'm sure he will. Brutus in 6th place. Dropped down from Div 1. Has put in some decent speed at times. He's got it. He can be a bit more patient. In 2nd place in the championship, Goy. If he just keeps being consistent, he can get promoted. I would love to see it. Oscar in 8th place. He always qualifies around here, so he can race around there as well. Blue Flag in 9th place. Possibly a bit under there, but maybe his wheel broke, I'm not sure. Agent Panda in 10th. Having also another good season. Junkie coming back to F1 in 11th place with the fresh tyres. AJ in 12th, starting on the mediums with that unfortunate collision with the new racer. Nexus Cats dropping down from Div 1 in 13th. I'm sure he would have wanted possibly a better result than that. Lee in 14th, again, he's qualified in the top 7 before a fair bit, so he'll be disappointed. The new driver in 15th after his accidental crash, but that'll come with experience. Max in 16th. Let's hope he can keep his wing clean this time round. And Casey Bernard bring the 3.
Very nicely done. That is the quickest I've ever eaten a Freddo frog. I can confirm. There we go. Lessons with Aaron. Right. We're getting ready for round number 9 of this very exciting FTRL Division 2 Championship. Live from the Hungary ring in Budapest. We are 5 red lights. And it is lights out and away we go. It looks like it's a pretty good start from Pagani. There's been a massive crash in the background. AJ's already gone. So his day goes from bad to worse.
no.
There's contact at turn 1. Hammer Time's had a moment, but I think T. Smith's managed to hold on to the race lead. Bread is Your Daddy's had a very good start as well. Pagani's gone wide just behind him. And there's a two-way battle between Brutus and Megatron, who's had a pretty poor start just behind. The positions are all over the place. But AJ's had a nightmare. I'm not too sure what caused it, but he definitely took off.
Yeah, that's the highest speed collision I've seen in F1 this game.
I mean, it was impressive as well. It's probably got about 10 feet.
It was impressive once when you got to that
Oh,
speed.
someone's done a spin. That's D Sacred. Yeah, he's lost his wing. He went the wrong way. That's not advisable.
Not quite.
But T. Smith leads the way. British Daddy's had a great start up to P2. Hammer Time in P3. Pagani's held on to P4. Brutus had a good start. Megatron shot himself in the foot once again. Nexus Cat's up 4. I'm tipping him to have a good result tonight, Nexus Cats. But T. Smith 1.4 seconds clear after the first lap.
Oh. I know it's just the timing screen messing up. Bread is still ahead of Hammer Time. I don't know why it's doing that. Must be on my screen.
Yeah, it's got like a plus and a minus next to their names. It's a bit stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Them fixing that, must be said.
Yeah, it's not very good.
No, but I mean it's a fairly quiet start, other than the obvious, which happened. I mean, on a straight. I don't know what happened. I've got no idea what happened.
AJ's had a very confusing,
Yeah,
very confusing time of it
sort of
today.
a bit of a crazy 10-15 minutes for him, but the field slowly is starting to take a little bit of shape. No one's really putting anybody under a huge amount of pressure as it stands. Bread is Your Daddy's starting to reel into that gap from T. Smith, but T. Smith looks pretty comfortable at the moment. Oscar gets the first penalty of the day. Well, that I've seen anyway. Penalties are going to be a huge thing tonight. Casey Bernard overtaking Max as they turn around to start lap number 3, which will be DRS deployed as well. T. Smith puts on the burners, gets himself out of DRS range. See, Bread is Your Daddy's already got not a lot of battery left.
Yeah, I think he's been using it to try and get DRS from T. Smith.
Pagani's still got a full battery. He's not deployed his at all yet. So he's
No, he looks quite confident.
yeah, he's pretty comfy, pretty cautious. Megatron's not had the best start at all. Like I said, he's lost himself out 3 positions. Bread is Your Daddy's already got himself a 3-second time penalty. So yeah, I think as much as we can see a lot of on-track battles tonight and whatnot, I think we're going to see a lot of position changes come the end due to penalties. So keep your eye out for those.
Yeah, it is one of those tracks.
Yeah.
It's a tricky one.
Nexus Cats had a great start so far, up 4 positions.
This is also on the mediums, which is going to help them.
Mm.
Because everyone ends up doing the same strategy, kind of. You end up doing a one stop to the hards.
Yeah.
But the softs do go off quite a bit, and the hards do as well towards the end. So it's good to try and go as long into the race as you can on whatever tyre you're on, really.
100%. T. Smith put in fastest lap after fastest lap. Pagani has pitted. I don't think he's got a broken wing. Is he committing to a 2-stop and just doing it early?
He is. Interesting.
Onto those mediums.
It's against the race-winning strategy. Or it would have been a race-winning strategy last night if we didn't have safety car. So that is a
Well,
interesting one.
Pagani's showing his monumental balls.
Maybe he's a secret, strategic wizard.
Yeah. Cool boy in the chat. May not be there Monday.
Right.
No worries, mate. Please let me know.
Bread's had a big wiggle.
He's had
Coming
a
out of the left kick there.
wiggle.
So he is.
Always at
Yeah,
least.
he's 3 seconds back from T. Smith now.
Well,
Yes.
it's a real life FTRL train.
So
For second. Yeah, but well, for second. And there's one for 6th as well. It's all going on.
Love a good FTRL train.
Yeah, Blue Flag's probably he's not involved in the train. Agent Panda, Cats, Goy, Oscar. Oh, it's a massive train. We love a train.
It's almost like Bread has burnt his tyres out or something.
Oh
No,
god.
he's
Oh.
lost so much
I've
time.
I just keep thinking you're making actual bread puns
I'm not
Oh.
meaning to.
or actual bread buns.
Here comes hammer time.
Sorry, lads. Hammer time to the outside. Around the outside. Gets it done, cuts him off at the corner. He might get inside Bread's head with that.
Playing cats. Having a little scrap.
I mean, does Bread have head? Or should we refer to it as the crust? I mean, we can't refer to actual Bread as your daddy as referring to him as crusty. That's probably it's probably not advisable on a race stream, Will.
No.
No?
I'd probably go with a no on that one.
Yeah, well, a monumental no. Should we go with a no? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Just
go.
call him bread.
We'll just go with that. We'll just call him a no. Yeah. I'm just not going to talk about him. Oh, Agent
Okay.
Panda on the back of blue flag. Oh, it's close.
We've had quite a few pit stops already. We've had Garni, Brutus, Megatron, Blue Flag, Agent Panda, Oscar, Junk Sport, Max, and Sacred all into the one stop.
As normal people say, everybody from 8th down has pitted.
I wanted to say all their names. I like them.
Just trying to fill that time.
I'm
Oh,
attached
oh,
to them
oh.
now.
Oh, no. I was the pit wall. Oh, no. Oh, he's broken off his crust.
Oh no.
He has.
Uh,
Look, Pagani nearly drove into the back of Casey Ballard under the VSC. Now, that is going to be a free pit stop for some of these people. Pagani's not going to be happy being stuck behind KC here. Hammer Time's had a free pit stop, so the DRS has been enabled. Pagani needs to get past him quickly. He's
Matt
not going to
caused
do
it.
it now. Matt caused it. Yeah, he's broken off his crust and he's crumbled
squeeze
away.
it through. Try to squeeze it.
Agent Panda and Blue Flag are just having a monumental
Oh.
scrap.
Garni's going for the outside.
Oh dear.
It's an interesting use of the road. I mean, he's not on the
Well,
track
I mean,
anymore, but he's gone past them.
I mean, he definitely got a rather large bump. It must be said. I did an on board with him there, due to my amazing camera skills. But Blue Flag is struggling behind Agent Panda and behind Goy Carp.
Yeah. I think Garni would say they have wheel issues. So,
Well, British Daddy in the chat saying, "I'm stupid. You guys saw nothing. Unlucky, mate."
unfortunately, we saw everything.
Yeah, we did. I mean, to be fair, I didn't see him do it. I just saw him parked against the wall.
He's Matt caused it. That's
Yeah,
all
he's
that's happened.
Matt caused it. For reference, if anybody doesn't know what that is, I refer you back to an old FTRL race in France, and a former driver called Matt Cause decided to just drive into the pit wall, pretty much. He lost a wheel down a straight for no reason. It all happened.
This is intriguing, Garen.
What, T. Smith's come out behind?
No, that as well, but the top runners not doing the one stop.
Yeah, I did think most of them would go for the two stop.
I see, I thought they'd copy Div 1 and go for the one stop, but no, they've got two stops.
Let's go on board. Megatron's right at the back of Casey Bernard as well. He's going to get held up for his middle sector, and if anybody's not going to go for a move, it's Ross. Ross is the most polite driver on the track at all times.
Good evening, Scuba.
Scooby,
God, T.
Two-
Smith has nearly crashed.
Tui Lom Lom.
I don't know who that
Hello, my brother.
Oh, there he is.
I probably shouldn't talk in that accent on a live stream, should I?
Just like end races.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to get involved in hashtags. I was thinking of some in my head there, Will. What you shouldn't do is feed me bait during a live stream, because it's never good.
Blame Scuba.
Oh, Scooby, you haven't seen Pagani's interview, have you? From earlier. You've missed it. Well, as you know, T. Smith, well, you know T. Smith, Scoobs. Somehow he got pole. No idea. Absolutely no idea how that happened. And then Pagani did a live interview with us. It was great. You should see it. Have a look at this. Yeah, that was Pagani sent me that. Literally, as soon as T. Smith got himself provisional pole, that was it.
There.
You know, Scuba likes it. Right,
Yeah,
Pagani.
Hamilton definitely did a huge undercut.
Oh, yeah, the flag. There's a
Junkie
spun
Sport.
man. It's Junkie Sport.
On those hards. Not finding a
Has
lot
he
of
lost
good
any
form.
wing? He hasn't lost any wing from what I can see. Just a little bit of pride. Unlucky for Junkie Sport. Blue flag. Oh, Casey Bernard and blue flag going at it. He turned into him. Oof. Almost monumental drama at the Hungary ring.
Yeah, we have a sort of little trio of cars now fighting out for the win. Hammer time, T. Smith and Pagani.
Yeah.
It's not too far back to compare to.
Oh, blue flag going for an overtake. He's got DRS. Casey Bernard's monumental straight line speed. Blue flag goes through. Casey doesn't fight it. Nicely done. Now, T. Smith, has Megatron got past? Right, no, he's driving on his own. So Ross has done a Ross. Pagani's got a penalty. Useless.
I got 4 of them last time.
Yeah, I think I did as well. But it's funny to just call Pagani useless.
Pagani has, because maybe the line he took to get that penalty has meant he's dropped
Yeah,
a little
well,
bit off the path of T. Smith.
I'm watching. I'm bored with T. Smith, and it's funny because I can just every time he slightly loses the car, I know that eventually one of these times he loses the car, he's going to completely lose the car, and then we're all going to laugh, and there's going to be plenty of gifs, and another video which I've prepared for Tom.
Naturally.
Yeah. Right, what you don't want to do, this final corner, Scuba will vouch for me here, this inside little bit of curb, you don't want to touch that. I did that last night and ended up in a wall. It wasn't my best effort. Pagani's dropped out of DRS range, so he's biding his time. Is the Pagan?
Yeah. Or T. Smith and Hamilton have got maybe a 10th or so on him.
Yeah, all that. Right, well, it's time to go on board with our D-pad specialist.
Oh, this is funny.
On board with Lee Cole. He was quite fluid through that corner. Wonder how many adjustments he makes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
7 that well.
8, no, it was 8 in the end, but still not bad. Agent Panda picking himself up a 3-second time penalty. It's not a lot of drama going on again, Will.
No, they seem to have spread themselves
Yeah,
out
they've
again.
Division 2 have learned to be fairly competent, and it's really annoying.
Hamilton's found leader, so it's going to get interesting.
Yeah, Hamilton, yeah. Well done,
Tell
Till.
people the adjustments already. It's going to be through these two corners and field.
Yeah.
There's a few.
Oh, he was quite smooth through there. Oh no, it wasn't. There we go.
Oh,
Oh.
no!
Oh no! Oh,
on
he's
an
dropped it
arrow.
on the outside. Oh, he's bottled it. Safety car as well. Oh no!
He's binned it
FTRL
round-
hammer time.
Yeah, he's binned it round
He's under-
Aaron's angle.
He's under Aaron's angle. Oh no! Please don't call it that.
Well, it's either that or Tell's turn.
Tell's turn. That's better. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely Tell's turn. Please, Aaron's angle. I can't be having that. Well, Casey Bernard's got a penalty for speeding under the safety car. She's never
City
great.
Posh
Now,
has brought up hit for hards. I mean, I've got to agree with City Posh there. I think that's probably the strategy. Hit
Well-
for hards go to the end.
yeah, if Nexus Cats and Lee and everybody else pit, I mean, Lee's gonna be a net P2 and Nexus Cats. You know, I mean, to be fair, they've surely got to do it. If they've started on the mediums, they've surely got to do it.
I think Lee's realised driving slower, he's got to make more adjustments.
Yeah. To be fair, even the helicopter view from Lee, it's like the game's lagging. It's just jolting constantly.
Honestly, if he could get smooth cornering, he'd be a lot quicker.
Just for reference, for those that, I mean, we do take the mickey out of Lee. There's no denying that. However, on GT Sport, he's genuinely a very good driver, and Lee is genuinely a very good driver on pretty much every game. But it's just funny that the amount of adjustments that he makes, it just doesn't make sense. Pagani. Ooh.
Here we go then. Tyres.
Okay, T. Smith and Pagani have carried on.
Cats has nearly crashed.
Good work from Cats.
I mean, I'm going to say that's a mistake from T. Smith and Pagani, but we'll wait and see. It depends
Well,
what the rest of the grid was, really.
I think they were pretty much banking on a safety car.
Well, a lot of people aren't coming in. This is quite surprising for me.
They're going to bank on another safety car, I think.
Yeah.
That'd be the worst thing in the world.
I think what's happened here is T. Smith and Pagani haven't gone in, and then everyone behind them's decided we can't really come in because since no one else is coming in, we'll lose loads of positions.
Sorry, I'm just laughing because Nexus Cats and Lee came out the pits and Blue Flag went so committed into that first corner to try and keep his position. That he just tried to split the two of them and he's literally lunged like thin air pretty much. Just to try and keep... You know how Blue Flag gets all blue flaggy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
GT Sports. That was
Yeah. There was a severe lack of oxygen for him at that corner, I think, and he's just gasped and lunged his way there.
But yeah, I think that's what's happened now. I think once a lot of the drivers realised that many weren't pitting, they thought, okay, we'll lose quite a few positions if we get done.
Yeah.
They've therefore decided to stay out. I think this does put Katz and Lee in a very strong position though for the rest of this race.
Yeah, but does Lee's D-pad put Lee in a strong position from here?
No. But that's the same anyway. So that's a constant.
Yeah,
is that
true.
right?
True.
So,
The safety
I think
car.
Nexus Katz here is primed and ready. It's fair to
He
say.
is. Now,
Primed and ready.
I imagine, Goy's in fifth. He's fluked his way to another good... what's happened there with Hammer Time retiring, Megatron's been gifted more positions again. This has been a theme all season. Loses positions off the start, doesn't overtake anybody. It will crash if someone talks to him in a party, or one of the crowd members blink. He gets literally put off by everything, and he still managed to fluke his way to P4.
He'd thrive in a sort of COVID-19 world.
Oh god, yeah.
No one can see him. He'd be fine.
You know, they were talking about seeing if people would survive on different planets. We should just put Ross there.
But
Then he's just not got to interact with anybody then, has he? Ain't got to be put off by anybody. And
he can't set fire to anyone.
yeah, true. Yeah. That is
If
another...
everyone doesn't know he welds things for his
Yeah.
work. And he does just for a little bit of fun occasionally.
He did
set
actually.
fire to
He...
random people.
Oh, I completely forgot. This has brought me straight onto another good point I had. So, I was having a chat with Megatron during the week, and just for reference, or you might want to mute your mic and watch your phone because I don't think you know what's coming. I was having a chat with Megatron during the week, and he was talking to me about his life ambitions and whatnot, and he was saying that he was always wanted to go to space and be part of NASA and all this other stuff, and apparently had to do an audition tape, just a very, very quick video about him, where he's from, his pets, and just his general lifestyle. And he's asked me to sort of view it first before he sent it. It's very strange. It's very strange, and he doesn't look like what you expect him to. But yeah, this is what he sent. Just be supportive in the chat for him. So I'll just show it now.
I have escaped from the police. This is my new home with that pigeon. Hello, pigeon.
Yeah, it was a I can't keep a straight face. That's Ross, everyone. That is Ross with his NASA application video. Put yourself together, Aaron. Yeah. The worst thing is I can't hear it. I can only see them mouthing it on my screen because I have my sound coming out of my PlayStation, so I can actually hear the cars. And I just... Oh, it's all going off. I'm sorry. If everybody is watching, I'm sorry you're wasting your evening. I really am.
You know what you tune into at this point. Don't you?
Yeah. You know when it's when it's a Wednesday night, you know what's coming. Just
Shit,
complete immaturity and yeah.
I'll do the square then. I'll do.
Nah, don't worry about it. I passed that point. It's funny, isn't it, Will? You go back like 12 months and we go, oh, boys, please don't swear on the stream or whatever. And now me and you just swearing at people, calling them shit. Oh no, who's Megatron spun under the safety car? Oh, fucking hell. Rolo, what are we saying? Oh, she's digging him out. She's going, you useless wanker.
Someone definitely asked them a complicated question then, didn't they?
Someone's like, what colour's your carpet, Ross? And it just threw him off. He's lost his wing. It's all gone wrong.
Oh no!
Rolo's up thinking, I'll drive this for you. You shit. Just look at you. Just looking him up and down going, you useless.
God. I mean, somehow Brutus finds himself in third.
Oh, the safety car's in as well. Right, in no other league ever. In no other league has anybody ever laughed at people crashing. Just to be said, pretty much everyone in this division are very, very close friends of ours. So, especially we was all singing, you know the song Bop, the old classic. We were singing Ross before it all started tonight.
You don't reckon another chorus of Ross happened, do you?
Possibly.
When he was driving safety
I don't know, but I know for a fact he's going to be so angry now. Anyway, T. Smith's gone. Pagani's closely followed. And Brutus is almost a second back. Megatron's dived in for a tactical pit stop.
Right, surely he's got to put the hards on now and go to the end.
Yeah, you'd like to think so. I mean, I can't believe what he's done there. How's he got it that wrong?
Probably Ericsson.
Do you reckon he was listening to the hit? He was playing back his NASA interview. Because it was conveniently timed, I must say.
I mean, I don't know, I'd suggest that maybe you have caused Ross's downfall there.
Well, you know what they say about assumptions.
Oh, I've just brought the full track map up and have a look where Ross is.
Yeah, he's done a me. That's what's happened there.
He's a sector behind.
Yeah, he'll be alright. Things what you got to remember at this point, he's still going to get himself 7 points because he's in P14.
It's a crash in the game.
Yeah, I mean, literally, can't get any worse for Ross other than a DNF. Points wise, he's either going to get a minimum of 7 or nothing. But right, let's go down. Junkie Sport and Max.
Go.
This is happening. Junkie Sport's moved to no traction on this game as well, so it's all a new learning curve for him. Somebody else has dived into the pits there. That's Agent Panda. Yep. Has he lost himself a wing?
He must have done.
He must have done.
Now,
Now, Pagani put into Smith under some pressure in P1. Yeah.
Pagani sort of found himself in second, really.
City Posh saying the only thing that he can think of that happened to Ross is he got hit by Ericsson. Now that wouldn't be the worst assumption ever. Now I've not seen a penalty. Oh no, I have seen a penalty for T. Smith. I'm lying. Blue flag is. Oh, I just picked up a penalty. For some reason I thought he pitted, but he didn't. Now Megatron has put the mediums on again. Oh.
Junkie Sport.
Oh no. Don't want to be doing that.
He's got his wing in. He's very good at crashing and keeping his wing. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Oh, he's got a wild Ross chasing him. No, he hasn't. I'm lying.
No, it's Miles.
Ross is chasing Casey Bernard.
Yeah, amazingly for Ross, he's been very quickly joined by 4 drivers.
Yeah.
Which is quite impressive.
That's the beauty of Division 2, Will. That's what happens.
Yeah, isn't it?
Mm.
You can spin out, lose your wing, do another stop, and right back in the race.
Right back in the race, yeah, you're away. DRS has been enabled. Goy Carp on the back of Brutus, yeah.
Are you going to sneak a podium? This is ridiculous.
Surely not.
Nexus Cats is going pretty well in 5th. I think once those mediums die off a bit next few laps, it might cruise back up to Goy in front of him. Yeah, it's worked out well for the 2 hard runners.
Hmm.
And Casey Bernard, but he didn't really do it under the safety car, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if anybody's particularly close. Oscar's pretty close to Lee. Megatron's fastest lap of the race. Oscar's gone a little bit wide there, which has got himself a penalty.
Good observation, Alan.
Thank you.
He's gone wide, and he's got a penalty. Yeah.
Well, he's gone wide again. He's cut the chicane. He's decided that shouldn't be there. Well, Megatron's now caught up to the back of KC Bernard.
He put the mediums back on.
Yeah, he did, yeah. I know, I'm just as confused by that as you.
Does that mean he's doing another pit stop?
Possibly. He's gone the long way around KC Bernard. And that's a good move from Ross, that. That's
Yeah, it's
Ross
a shame
doing...
it's-
yeah, it's a shame it's for P12.
Yeah.
Oh, Oscar with a lunge on Lee. Ooh. That almost didn't end well.
Lee would have been furiously making adjustments when he realised Oscar was coming.
Yeah, we've got 20 plus people watching still, Will. So we must be doing something right.
I just think it's the gift, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think it's the gifts. Blue flags keeping on the back of Nexus Cats quite
Yeah.
well. I think Cats is struggling a little bit to get pace out of these hard tyres.
Yeah, they're not great, must be said. Lee gets himself a 3-second penalty. Oscar's putting him under a lot of pressure here. A hell
And
of a
he's
lot
now
of
on
pressure.
6 seconds.
Hmm.
So I think he's got one more than T-Swift in front of him.
Yeah, I think, but to be fair, I think if Pagani can keep plugging away at podiums, I don't think he's going to be too bothered. I think he said to me, as long as he can finish sort of consistently in the top sort of 4 or 5, he'll take that for the rest of the season. He's got like a 13-point gap, or whatever it is at the minute, 15-point gap. So he's pretty happy. Like, I can't keeping him honest. Pagani's going to come in another set of mediums, I'm assuming, and
Yeah,
off to the end.
yeah.
However, he's going to have to come through quite a lot of traffic. Is the Pagan?
He is. There will still be pit stops for the top 3.
Let's see where he comes out.
So he
Junkie
will
Sport
move up,
coming out of the pit lane.
normal.
Pagani, is he going to get done by Junkie Sport? No, he should be okay. So
Yeah,
that's
he's
one less position. I don't think Carl would have made it too difficult for Pagani in this instance.
Probably not.
Yeah. Now,
It's going to be interesting how Nexus Cats fares at the end of the race with the guys behind him on the medium.
yeah, very much so. Now, Will, I want to get, if I may, remotely serious for a moment.
Or no?
If I may, you don't have to interject into this part of the conversation if you don't wish, but everything's just a little bit miserable at the minute, I think, with the world and whatnot, and with all the COVID stuff deciding to reignite its way into the world and take everybody by storm again. Yeah, a lot of people are a bit unsure. I've spoken to quite a few people that are racing tonight as well, and as much as this will probably affect nobody, and for those that are watching and whatnot, just I hope that FTRL is giving you some form of comfort. You're enjoying yourselves, whether you're just spectating, whether you're taking part, whatever it is. For a lot of these people, it's something to look forward to every week in a world that's literally at the moment just full of absolute misery. Somebody that I work with ended up being tested positive for it today, so it's now sort of up in the air for everybody else around me as well. So it's crazy how it can affect people, and I know that 99.9% of the people in the world either aren't affected by it, or if they do get it, nothing severe happens to them. I know it can be quite horrible for a lot of people. Just if ever anybody wants to distract themselves of a weekday evening or whatever it may be, come and take part in FTRL, come and watch, come and get involved in the streams. Hopefully it'll bring a little bit of laughter and enjoyment to your evenings, and hopefully we make it all a little bit better for you, so it can be a bit of an eye-opener of all of the stuff that's going on. So if you do choose to spend your evenings watching this with us and taking part and whatnot, then I thank you genuinely, and I hope that everybody's okay. That's all I wanted to say, really, Will. A little bit emotional for a moment, but I think it's sometimes nice to use the platform to say nice things.
Yeah, I'm lucky. So far, it's not affected anyone that I know, which is great, but it's picking itself back up again. So it is nice to have something to distract away from those sort of things throughout the week. And FTRL does run sort of Monday to Friday now, I think.
Yeah.
Potentially Sunday as well. So yeah, there's always something going on to distract you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like I said, it's it's not the best thing in the world, and most people, you know, aren't particularly too concerned. I mean, it's creeping back up, like we said. We won't dive into it too much more because obviously we are here to talk about a race. But like we've said before, and even if anybody that's watching is maybe feeling a little bit crap, or however they may be feeling, please feel free to contact me at any time if you want to just have a chit chat. If anybody wants to do something as a distraction or whatever, or even if you know people that are feeling a bit crap, send them our way and we'll look after you and provide you with some good entertainment, and we can all point and laugh at all of the shit drivers in FTRL and all of the useless things that we do Monday to Friday. Nevertheless, Pagani's pulled out a monstrous move around the final corner back to the race.
Yeah, speaking of shit drivers, T. Smith is now 10.8 seconds ahead of Nexus Cats.
Yes.
So, genuine surprise there.
Well, T. Smith's definitely going to have to pit again. What I want to look at is gap to the leader. Pagani 17.7 seconds. So T. Smith needs to respond because Pagani's going to get a rather tasty undercut on him here. Pagani is now closing on D. Sacred, the new guy. So let's see, hopefully that's all plain sailing.
Casey Bernard not enjoying this track, it's fair to say from the chat, which is fair enough. I quite like it, but personal opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Unsafe's in the chat. Scuba's in there. Grandad Bob's in there saying well said. Scuba saying Rolo and Tui Lom Lom have helped him through. Yeah, yeah, easily done. Rolo's she's the comfort blanket of FTRL.
Inspiration to many.
Yeah,
really.
this is. I've actually got a video of Rolo fighting COVID as well. We can see that on the screen. Just there we go. Rolo up the top, asserting her dominance with no ears. It's COVID trying to attack. Rolo just staring at it like, get out of my life. COVID thinks about another attack. Rolo fights back, and COVID backs down. Rolo wins. See, if Rolo can do it, anybody else can. That's the lesson of today.
Yeah, what we can take from that is that if you want to stay safe from COVID, just tuck your ears in.
Yeah. Yeah, just stand in a room and just pin your ears in, and then COVID will not get you. It is now a proven fact.
Yep.
See,
So,
FTRL was fun and also educational. Will.
yeah.
Unsafely saying, can someone finally stop T. Smith winning everything? I'm not joking. This is so unexpected.
Very unusual.
Yeah.
It's not normal,
No, well,
which is what unusual means.
yeah. Sector 2. There's been a Sector 2 problem.
Junkie Sport again.
Oh, Brutus Beers hit the back of D Sacred, just pushed him off track,
Yeah.
and he's broken his wing in the process.
Junkie Sport. Does he have his wing? Yes, he does.
He
The
does.
Master of
It's
crashing
fine. Oh no, but he hasn't now.
Oh. Oh. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Safety car.
disappointing.
What that's
Right,
going
well,
to
it's
do?
gonna- Yeah, it's going to help T. Smith though.
It is quite a lot. Must be said.
Now, do Nexus Cats and Lee
I was going to
jump
ask you
onto a
that.
faster set of tyres?
They surely are going to.
I think they've got to, yeah. I think they do actually. I mean, they've got past the pits now, but maybe that was because the safety car came out as they were going past.
Yeah.
But yeah, they need to go on those quick tyres because Dutch could just about stay 4th or 5th on very old hards, but not everyone's Dutch.
There's a lot
This
of
is
other
pretty mad.
nationalities in this world, Will. Not everybody is Dutch.
No, just all the tall
Yeah.
people.
Can I just say I was literally on board with Junkie Sport and he lost it coming out of the chicane as you went the master of crashing and he spun at that exact moment. So Junkie Sport, after you watch this race back, please put all of your attention into verbal exchanges towards FTRL Panda. Right, T. Smith is in the pit, so he's going to come out in the race lead.
Cats.
Holy, the adjustment under the safety car is just magnificent. Katz is carried up.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
What he's done there is made a monumental mistake.
Yeah, Lee's in. He's realised.
Yeah.
Garney's carried on, but he's on pretty new tyres anyway. He should be okay.
he should be alright.
Goy carries on, but he's on new tyres. Blue flag. Yeah, all the guys on relatively new tyres have stayed out, which makes sense. Lee's come in, changed onto the new mediums. Brutus is in. He was on fresh tyres anyway, but he's had to change his wings. That makes sense as well.
Lee Cole is in a net P6 now. And he's on fresh medium tyres. Yeah, he has, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they'll go to the end, but, you know.
Yeah, I don't think they will. I don't think they will. However, he'll give it a go, and good on him. Megatron Lechat has not pitted on 10 lap. I mean, he's basically got a free pit stop. So he
Don't want it, mate. You don't want it. You don't need it. He's that good. Don't need it.
He probably should pit, because he can definitely make up some positions at the end. I know he's not a very aggressive driver, but well, T Smith I imagine will get past Nexus Cats fairly quickly. As for Pagani and Blue Flag, I think Nexus Cats is going to find himself somewhere around Lee and Oscar. Brutus has carried on 15 lap mediums with wing damage, so I'm confused by that.
Did he not change his tyres?
No, it's
Why?
showing
Why?
15 laps on mine.
He pitted because I saw him pit. He's changed his wing, but for whatever reason, it's not changed his tyres.
Right, if you're Megatron Lechat, you need to pit, I think.
Or is what happened? Has it put his old mediums back on the car?
Possibly.
Oh, he was on 4 lap old mediums when he went into the pits. He's now come back out on 15.
Right.
So he's selected medium tyre and a sort of.
If you're Megatron, would you? I was thinking, would you go in and would you maybe put some softs on, because the safety car is going to be out for maybe another 1 or 2, and then you can take them to sort of maybe lap 5 or 6 on your quali runs as well. So I mean, it is fairly possible.
Maybe.
I mean, you'll be a super fast boy at the end as well.
But yeah, I think what's happened there is Brutus has twanked on his little D-pad, get the mediums back on. Hasn't realised that it was the used set, and it's put the used mediums back on his car again. So he's going to need to come back into the pits almost immediately. So in hindsight, he probably should have come back into the pits on this lap, or the previous lap, because it is still safety car, but it's going to cost him a lot of time.
Yeah. Well, Pagani nearly ran into the back of T Smith a minute ago.
I was just spooking him.
Right, well, if the safety car comes in at the end of this lap, we've got, what, another 8 laps of racing?
We do.
So,
We do.
it's,
T. Smith is in a handy position.
he is. I'm going to have a quick nose at the penalty situation. So, Nexus Cats has 1 penalty. T. Smith has 1 penalty. Pagani has 2 penalties and he's close to a 3rd. Goykarp has 1. Blue Flag has a few. Lee has a couple. Yes, there's a few penalties knocking around, to be fair.
Well unsafe, I believe we do have a spot in the Performance League available. So, if you feel like joining,
Yeah, unsafe, you're always welcome, you know that.
sling a message Aaron's way, I'm sure he'll get back to you.
Yeah, well, Nexus Cats is going to back the pack up.
Brutus made a daring overtake into the safety car. I think that's just him going into the pits, maybe. And he's carrying on. Brave lad.
And they're away. Nexus Cats has pulled the trigger, but T. Smith is right on the back of him. I imagine we're going to see a move around the outside of turn 1. T. Smith with a big lock-up. He's going to run wide. Can he get it done? He's going to. Is Pagani going to follow? Is Pagani going to follow? It's important he does. He does. Little bit of contact. Can Pagani hold position? Oh, it's going to be close, but Pagani gets it done. Very, very ballsy from Pagani, and Nexus Cats has already dropped down 2 positions. Goykarp.
Those hards proving very slow to all. Not surprised.
Goy's in a pretty good position here. He's got a blue flag behind, and Lee just behind him as well, but both with more penalties than him. It's very, very close. Megatron still stuck behind some of the back runners. As Goy picks himself up another time penalty. He doesn't want to be doing that. He's in a really good position here, Goy. He could be on for a podium. Needs to get past Nexus Cats as quickly as possible. I'm amazed Nexus Cats didn't pit.
Just still going round. I mean, he's going to have ancient tyres.
Yeah, he would have literally lost about 2 positions at most, I reckon.
Yeah.
Because he was just ahead of Lee, wasn't he?
Yeah, he would be in 5th, probably 4th. So, yeah, it's a bit of an error, but you can, I mean, I can see when you think that you've made the right call on the previous safety car, you think you've gained a few positions through that, and you don't want to give it away again. But
yeah, the unpredictability of it all is, yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's just, you just don't know, when you're driving, you think you've nailed something, and a safety car happens, and you just think, oh god.
these safety cars do actually work in this game.
Yeah, no, that's impressive. Codemasters have done well making something that actually happens in racing happen in a game.
Yeah, the fixed safety car broken the spectator mode. It's just got a balancing act.
It's a vicious circle.
Yeah, you can't have everything. Looks like D Sacred is challenging Brutus with those lovely new soft tyres he's got.
I'm watching the Carp on the attack.
Goy of Carpington.
Lady Goy of Carpington.
Or is it Crappington? It might be Crappington.
Crappington, definitely. Well, he's on the back of Nexus Cats. He's under no threat from Blue Flag.
Got the most smart straight
Goy
lines
can
to
definitely
beat
make that. And he does a measured move from Goy Carp.
them. Has he binned it on exit? No.
Not quite.
Amazing. Well done, Goy.
Yeah. The measured move of Lady Goy of Crappington. But
What
Megatron's...
be thankful about is that Brutus is going to hold up a few cars behind him. So
Has he still got the wing damage, Brutus?
no,
He's fixed
got
it.
his new wing,
It's just
but
an 18 lap mediums, right.
Oh, Goy!
Oh, he's done it at Goy Curve as well.
Ah.
So that corner where Goy's lost it is literally a corner named after Goy Carp. Because he always spins there, it's Goy Curve. And... what's that football chant? It's happened again. It's happened again. No. Oh, for God's sake, Goy.
We've got a few corner names here. We've got one after the second DRS straight in Bahrain called Bendel's Bottleneck.
Bendel's Bottleneck, that's a great corner.
Oh no, that's Podium Corner, isn't it?
No, Podium Corner's one before that.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Podium Corner's that one, but Bendel's Bottleneck is the one after.
Yeah.
And we've got Goy Curve, obviously. And then we've got either Aaron's Angle or Tail's Turn.
Tail's Turn, definitely. Blue Flag with a lunge. Ooh.
One or the other. Michael's gone with Lady Goy of Curbington.
Lady Goy of Curve.
I like that. I do like
Yes.
that. That's the wittiest thing you've ever said, Mike.
It's the funniest thing he's ever said.
Fair play.
To be fair,
I'm
it's
not
just good that it's in text form. Because if he said it out loud, I wouldn't understand him. Lee's decided that curb...
Oh, Pagani's gone off.
Oh, no. How
He's
bad?
had a Goy curb.
Has he done a wing bang?
I haven't looked at the front of his car yet. No.
No, he's all right.
Yeah, Goy curb has claimed another victim.
Yeah.
It's got Junkie Sport about 6 times.
Yeah.
Now it's got Pagani and Goy
Oh,
himself.
Goy's all the way down in 13th now. Megatron's been gifted another position.
Brutus is still going.
Well, what you got to look at now in terms of the championship table, Pagani is now in an extremely commanding position. Because if we bring it up quickly on screen, because we can, he was 15 points clear of Goy, and he's now 11 places ahead of Goy in the race. And then he was 18 points clear of Megatron, and he's now 7 places clear of him. So Pagani's going to basically have an entire race in hand. Lee and blue flag. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. Who's bottled it? Sacred's bottled it. Oh, Lee's driven into the back of blue flag. Nexus Cats is slowly driven round. Very, very slowly crashed. A slowly crash from Nexus Cats. He's going to get disqualified. Sat there, I think.
Yeah, he couldn't move though.
Is to be.
emerged in front of the car.
Yeah, he's not. So Megatron's been gifted another position.
Blue flag has been gifted a podium.
Yeah. There's a hold on, if it's not the season of giving yet. Now, I'm going to call it. I think there might be a crash.
Several.
No, I think there might be a crash. This little battle between 4th and 6th, because Lee nearly bumped or Brutus or Blue Flag a minute ago, and it's all getting up towards the top at the business end of the race. Everybody's going to want positions. I can just see, yeah, I can see a little boom boom happening. The other flag in sector 3. Yeah, the Junkie Spot.
At least it's not bottom curve this time. It's a new spot to
we could call it Junkie's Junction. Junkie's Junction.
He's only binned it through there once, I think.
Yeah, but still, that's enough.
That's supposed to be enough for Aaron's angle then, surely.
Nah.
No.
Yeah, but that happened to him after, so. Right.
Okay.
Megatron is now. He could potentially get himself like 4th. He's got to make a couple of overtakes, which he doesn't like doing.
You don't tend to have a load of penalties as Megatron, so he might be okay.
Yeah, he
Doesn't
needs
go
to
very
get a
well.
good. Yeah, he needs to get a good run on Oscar. He gets one
Never
there.
mind.
So yeah,
There he goes. Is he going to send it? No, it's Ross. It's fine.
of course he's not. He goes wide again. That's giving another warning.
Brutus on 21 lap hub mediums is closing Blue flag.
The question is, when is Brutus going to get a puncture?
He's fine. Look, he's surging ahead. He's okay. Gory's made another move. Up to 10th. What's happened here is my cat now wants to come back in my room again, but he sounds like a duck, so he's not coming in.
Yeah.
He's staying outside.
That's right. Let him in.
No, he's staying outside.
Speaking of ducks, no, let's not do that. I've got a video. I've got the animal for every mood.
Yeah. It's just what you need in a
Yeah.
F1 commentary, isn't it?
Yeah. We always don't see Crofty putting videos of ducks up on the screen, do you?
He wouldn't know how to. But
No, to be fair.
let's just say it was a camel.
Look at this mongoose. I don't know why mongoose was the first animal to come into my head there, but
He would get the animal wrong.
yeah, of course he would. He just start shouting Charles Leclerc for no reason.
Charles Leclerc.
Yeah, right. Well, Pagani has closed a second back up on T. Smith, but T. Smith, I mean, I wouldn't rule out a bottle job from him, and for comedy reasons, I would love nothing more, but I can't see it happening. He seems quite measured at the moment. Oh, Megatron. Wait, oh no, he's bottled that again. I feel like Megatron's going to get a move here.
Well, that's a good run.
Oh. I mean, he's given up the entire track at this point. I mean, if he doesn't make this move stick... I mean, Oscar's just driven into him at that point.
I don't think Oscar entirely knew that Megatron was still there.
No.
But no, he was.
So it's Megatron up another position. Can he close down Lee? Now, there's a lot of bottle jobs in this on this grid. So
Yeah, it's a bit of a league bottle job, this one.
yeah, oh, Junkie Spill's gone deep into turn 1. Nearly smashed into the back of D Sacred. Let's take evasive action. He's very angry on the throttle. The Megatron's a lot quicker at this point, but also a lot wider at this point. That wasn't a fat joke.
Oh dear.
Not as well as Oscar though. Oscar's decided to just use all of the runoff and more.
Brutus is still going.
I mean, how those tyres haven't burst. T. Smith on the final lap of the race, but are we going to see a potential? That's a good word, Aaron. Attack from Megatron, using his overtake, burning it. We're going to see a lunge. We're going to see a lunge. Oh, I thought he was going to do it then.
He sort of went for it and then thought, nah. And then went, you know what, let's do it. And then thought, nah.
What he's remembered is it's Lee in front of him.
Yeah, he's got no big. I'm going for it. Oh, never mind. Basically.
Well, they're not too far behind Blue Flag. I think Blue Flag's got a couple of penalties, I think. So Lee could... Oh, Megatron! I'd have loved to have heard his wheel going at that point. It would have been brilliant.
That was a proper snap.
Yeah, please vote your driver of the day in the chat as well. We never do that anymore. So let's do one of them.
Hey, you could do a poll.
I could do a poll, but that involves me doing effort. I can't be bothered.
I reckon there's a way for you to get a poll.
There is a way to do it, but then I have to install something and it gets a bit confusing. And I've got about 20 seconds to do that. T Smith's going to come around the final corner to win, which no one wants to see. So I'm going to change as he goes to cross the line. Oh, missed it.
Graceful. Oh, shame.
Yeah. So I suppose you better say, oh, good job, T Smith. Yeah.
The hero Pagani finishes in second.
Yeah. Pagani in P2.
Good
Blue
week.
Flag in P3. Brutus jumps him in P3, so Brutus gets a podium. Lico in P4. Ross has got a P6. The two Renaults in P7 and 8 of Agent Panda and Oscar. Max in P9. He's definitely he's going to ask for a Cuban Pete in about 30 seconds. And then Goy Karp going to come around and take 11 points home. Still not the worst result in the world. Oh, someone spun.
Sacred. He's got.
Has he got a rear right puncture? Is that?
No, he's just driving really slowly.
Well, there you go. P11. That gets himself 10 points on his debut.
Max has gone for Cuban Pete for P10.
Yeah, we'll sort that out for you, Max. No problem. And there we go. That rounds up. So
for Junkie Sport so far. Let's drive.
Junkie Sport driver of the day was Grandad Bob and Michael voted it. Seems almost biased, but League Hole driver of the day. We'll ignore that.
Nah, but
I'm going to put the standings up to get rid of that. Yeah.
Maybe Lee's.
You never saw it.
Driver of the day. Maybe Lee's thumb, not Lee himself.
Lee's thumb. Yeah.
I might vote for Lee's thumb.
Yeah. There we go. So T Smith somehow takes a win in Formula 1. He's not sure. He can't believe it. I can't believe it. Zach can't believe it. Nobody can believe it. A well-deserved win for T Smith tonight, Will.
To be fair, he did drive incredibly well.
Did anybody not get a penalty? No, everybody got penalties, other than AJ, but he only got about... I don't think he got far enough to spell the word penalty in the race, unfortunately.
Max is absolutely over the moon.
Yeah, Max is it. Yeah, come on, let's get a Cuban Pete for Max. Let's get drunk. Like you need an excuse, Max. Here we go.
They call me Cuban Pete. I'm the king of the rumba beat. When I play the maracas, I go chick chicky boom, chick chicky boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And I think people want to see the Pagani's reaction to T Smith taking a win. And we're gonna see it live once again for the final time. Is Pagani's reaction to T Smith actually winning something on Formula 1? Job done. Right. Well, there we go. So that puts, that rounds off round number 9 of the championship. We've got 3 races to go, Will. It is at Brazil, Belgium and Bahrain. I've
Maybe.
guessed that, yeah. Yeah, just 3. Oh, I nearly said a bad word then. 3 weeks to go. 3 weeks to go. But yeah, it's looking like a Pagani championship. But anything can happen in FTRL, and it usually does. But yeah, so thank you all very much for watching and enjoying the racing this evening. It wasn't the most exciting, but it was better than the last couple of weeks. But Brazil next week always throws up a cracker, as does Bahrain. That's where it ended the season as well. So from me, and I'm assuming from Will, we wish you a very nice evening, and we will see you tomorrow night where we return for the GT2 Championship, which you will be racing in, Will.
I will.
Do you know where it is?
No.
No, there we go. So, see, the mystery of FTRL, no one knows where they're racing. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching this evening, and we will see you next time. Please do join us next week on Wednesday, as we hopefully have provided you with lots of entertainment. And if you could like the stream before you go, that would be much appreciated. And we will see you next time. So thank you all very much. And